All right, what up, Nerd Squad? Thanks for stopping back in today. I got a little bullshit assessment for you. Let's talk about Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Right out the gate, guys, I will say I was not super excited for this. I did see the first Venom, a couple years ago. I think it was 2018, and I liked it. It was definitely an okay movie. It was good for the most part. So going into this one, I did not have my expectations for this set over the top. It being a Marvel movie, I think my expectations were that it definitely should wow me, but I did not expect what I guess I would have said like I expected out of Shang-Chi and a couple of those other ones that really floored me, and some of the stuff coming out, the series and stuff on Disney that have just been fantastic. So going into this, I felt like, it was kind of just going to be more of like a mid-range level of excitement, because it definitely is not my favorite characters, as far as these stories go and stuff, but definitely want to stay in the mix of things and check out all of it, even if it's stuff that's not really, in the pipeline for me as far as stuff that's my favorite. I did watch the trailers, and so, I definitely was excited going into it. But again, it wasn't the level of excitement that I've had with other Marvel movies. So, I think it overall was a good movie. It was enjoyable. It was a little bit short for my liking, though. I think it was only about an hour and a half long, and I really tend to prefer about a 2-hour movie, but I think they could have packed some more in there, but it kind of seemed, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like it was this kind of quick story, just kind of get it in and get out type of thing. But it was good, like I said, for the most part. It met my expectation, which was kind of mid-level. It wasn't over the top excitement like I've been feeling for a lot of the other stuff, but it met at least that expectation. It definitely doesn't meet the typical standard for me as far as what I expect out of a Marvel movie. But again, I don't feel like I placed this one that high to begin with. So it at least met my expectations. It wasn't a bad movie. I wouldn't tell you not to go see it. It's just, I think part of it too, like I said, it's just not characters that I'm super familiar with and that I'm over the top excited to see in the movies and stuff. So just kind of was what it was. It had its funny parts. There's some good banter back and forth, and, they bicker amongst themselves pretty heavily, and, it's funny, and there's funny lines and stuff, and a decent story that came out of it, I think, for the most part. I will say, I did dodge, a lot of the reviews and stuff on this, but what I did see a lot of was people saying that there was a really good end credit scene. So full disclosure, guys, when I went to the movie, I was more excited to see the end credit scene than I was the movie itself. So that's kind of where I was going into it. So again, take it for what it's worth. Like I said, it's not a bad movie, and I'm not sitting here trashing it and saying that it sucked. It was good. I'm glad that I went to see it. It's not one that I would have been like, I'll just shelf it. Don't need to see it. It was worth seeing. Though, there's a couple things in this that really stood out to me, and this is kind of what I want to point out for the most part. What this did for me, what I'm more excited for because of this movie, not so much the movie itself or these characters moving forward, the character Shriek in this really, really got me excited moving forward in the Marvel universe, as obviously we're moving in towards the Spider-Man coming up and the Doctor Strange movie coming up. The multiverse is expanding rapidly, and we know it. And so basically Marvel is opening every single door to every single character they've ever had, and I could not be more excited about that. That being said, the character of Shriek says something in this movie that had me so excited. She stated that her mutations are growing or getting stronger, one of the two. We have not had a character reference mutations and I don't know how long, if at all, since a lot of the companies and, the external stuff, the transitions of companies and buying rights to this and that, whatever. Everybody talks about like advanced people, the advanced soldier, Captain America, he's got advancements and things of that nature, but she directly addresses her mutations, which for me is so exciting, because to me, that's our way in, another one of our ways in for future X-Men stuff, bringing them into the same realm and, blending these multiverses together and stuff. I could not be more excited. I love the X-Men. The X-Men was probably some of the first stuff I latched onto as a kid. I love it. I absolutely love the X-Men. So I'm excited to see if we get to the point of having more, conscious awareness of these mutations and things of that nature moving forward. I hope so. I really, really do, because I want to see some new X-Men stuff. I think the X-Men storylines can go as far as they want to push them. That stuff has been around forever, and the options are pretty much limitless at this point. So I'm really excited about that. The end credit scene also, I will say, was definitely very, very good. The fact that we now have, this flash that takes place and which I'm assuming is the spell that Doctor Strange casts in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. But we see Peter Parker on TV being outed as Spider-Man, and Venom, seeing him and acknowledging him and, licking the TV screen. So we're bringing all this stuff in. We're starting to meld everything together, which I think is super, super cool. And I think that what they're building towards, I mean, it's hard to say. There's so many good movies laid out, the series that are coming forward. You can look over the span of the next however many years they have, potential, the movies lined up and all this stuff coming out. And it just could not be more excited moving forward. So to me, that stuff kind of stole the show for me. But again, the movie was good and it is worth seeing. It definitely is a good Marvel movie. It's just not exceptional like some of the other ones. Like if you watch my no bullshit assessment for Shang-Chi, that one blew my mind. That one to me almost set a whole new standard of what my expectation is, not just for a Marvel movie, but pretty much for a movie in general. I absolutely loved it. So this to me was a little bit short, obviously, as I've said, but it's not worth seeing. So check it out. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Like I said, I've kind of been dodging some of the reviews and stuff because I did wait a couple days to put this out. So I'm not super spun up on what the word on the street is and how you guys are feeling about this particular movie, but I'm curious. So let me know, guys. Leave me some comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Tell your friends about the channel. Let them know about the content. I appreciate you guys checking us out every time we put out a video. Hit me up on Instagram at Sector 7 Podcast. Shoot me a message there if there's something you guys want me to discuss or go over or anything like that. Just let me know. I'm happy to do it. But yeah, until some of the next cool stuff comes out, guys, that I have time to put a video out, that's all I got for you today. Same as always, stay safe and be good to each other. We'll see you in the next one. See you.